Welcome, guys. After lists, the most flexible built-in data type in Python is dictionary. When I say dictionary, you would related you would relate this word with some real world dictionary. Yes, that analogy would probably work. So, however, the difference between the list and dictionary is order. Order. List is an ordered collection, whereas dictionary is an unordered collection. An ordered collection and an unordered collection. Not that there is one more chief distinction and vital distinction that makes dictionary distinct from the list. That is, in dictionary, items are stored and fetched by key instead of by positional effect. So thus far in lists we have been keep on repeating like a broken tape recorder, offset position or offset index position. So that's what we have been repeating. But here, as this is unordered, we have to fetch the values using key. So in addition to that, following are the sum of the qualities of our dictionary class or object. Again, I'm saying class or object in Python. Um, so one thing I would like you to know that, see, I'm repeating the same thing sometimes I'm repeating the same thing again and again like a broken tape recorder. So I'm doing this intentionally so that a lot of best main terminology and some important topics should imbibe in your brain. That's the reason it should be by hearted. So that's the reason I'm repeating it again. So that's why you don't need to worry. So you just try to understand what I'm saying and try to uh, get it. So the main qualities of our dictionary is the first one, accessed. It is accessed by key, not offset as list. One, and unordered collections of arbitrary objects. Unlike in a list, items stored in a dictionary aren't kept in a particular order. In fact, Python randomizes their left to right order to provide a quick lookup. So, list is a left to right ordered iterable object, whereas dictionary is not. Keys provide the symbolic locations of items in a dictionary, whereas in dictionary, in spite of using an offset index position, we use it a key which provide the symbolic action locations. Symbolic locations of items in a dictionary. Now, the third one is it is similar to our a list. It's in variable in length, heterogeneous, and arbitrarily nestable. Like lists, dictionaries can grow and shrink in place. It is also mutable without new copies being made. So they can contain objects of any type similar to list. That's why it's called heterogeneous, and it is arbitrarily nestable. You can put any nestable object inside it, and then it's variable in length. It can be changed in place using some methods. And the fourth one is dictionaries can be changed in place by assigning to indexes. Sorry, Lists can be changed in place by assigning to indexes, whereas dictionaries can be changed by assigning to indexes. Here we can change them using keys. So that's why these comes under the category of mutable mapping. Then if lists are arrays of object references that support access by position, dictionaries are unordered tables of object references that support access by key. Okay, so these are also called as hash tables. Hash tables. Okay, so now we will just look into different type of literals and their interpretations, or expressions and their interpretations. The following are the basic expressions to generate dictionary object and to do various operations with dictionary. The first one is use empty curly braces, open and close curly braces, then you get an empty dictionary. Of course, but let's see. Okay, when you use uh, a curly braces with key value pair, what you generate is one item dictionary. So here a is a key and 24 is a value. A 24 is mapped to key a, and the third one is nesting. So as we did in lists, they are nestable. Similarly, dictionary is also nestable. So here what we did is, if you see, h is our key and list of 1 and list of 3, these are the two lists which are actually mapped to key h. And similarly, actually, this is another way of making a dictionary. So using a dict as a callable function, and a gypped. So gyp is another inbuilt function. We will look into that after a while. But as of now, we can use a gyp, and you can gyp two lists, and from these two lists we can make key from one list and value from another list, and you can gyp it, and you can make a dictionary out of it. And then if you have an iterable object similar to the list that we made from an iterable object, you can make dictionary from this. Sorry. So here actually what I mean is uh, when I say it's indexing, what we are doing here is indexing. So d of x is our key. X is our key. So when I say d of x, so it will fetch the value of key x, which is mapped to that. And then index of index, L of key 1 of key 2. So what we will do now is we will directly jump into the we will directly jump into the hands-on on dictionary basics. Okay, so let's begin with creating an empty dictionary. So the expression to create an empty dictionary is this. I just want to check it, what type it is. It is obviously a dict object, or dict class or object. And second one is create an one item dictionary. Let's see how can we make. So a reference variable is d, and then open curly braces, and the name is the key, and Mahadeva is our value. Mahadeva is mapped to the a name using a colon. So this is our key, and colon is for mapping, and this is the values total. So it is one key value pair, one key value pair. So this is a one item dictionary. Okay, done. So then we will see nesting example. uh, for nesting, we will take some student details. Students will take Shiva is one student in our course. So I gave so now I just want to map all the details about Shiva in another dictionary as a value to the key Shiva. Okay, so now his roll number. So it is its roll number is 1, and his course enrolled is IP4Y, and then total job experience he has before joining this course is 4. So this is how we do the nesting, and this is the output. Basically we are uh, we are saving all his details to the value to the key Shiva. Then alternate and then other ways of constructing dictionary. So what we'll do is, this is dict. I used the dict function to make a dictionary. So if you see, roll number 1 is a key, and then see, obviously see, this is how we construct dictionary using dict function. In this case what we'll do is, whatever key is there, so that key you should provide it, you should not define it as a string object. So all the keys, roll number 1, roll number 2, roll number 3, all these are keys. You just give it them like this, without any quotation marks. Whereas value you have to provide, depends upon what type of object it is. If it is a string object, this. If it is an int object, a normal given number. If it is a float object, provide with a decimal point. That's what we do. Let's execute and see, roll number 1, roll number 2, these are keys, and then these are the values assigned to it, mapped to it respectively. Then what another method of creating a dict is, this is a better way and simple way. We will use a zip inbuilt function. So zip, what it does is, it takes two lists, list 1, and then, for example, list 1 and then list 2. So what it does is, it it is it's like it steps into both the lists at a time. First it takes these two values, like 0 position, 0 index position item from first list, and from the second list at first, and then at second iterative step it takes this first position element here, and then first position element here, and then in the third iteration step it takes this element, and then it takes this element. So that's how, when I call a dict function using zip, it takes the whatever elements in the first list as a key, and then the second list as a value. So that's how it made a key value pair. So one is key, and then Shiva is a R value. This is another way of coding dict or writing dict. Now we will do indexing by keys, because we are in dictionary. We will index using keys, not using offset index position. So here, from dictionary D, from D of 1 here is not offset index position, it is a key. Because if you see, just go up, let's go up and let's see, these are the keys 1, 3, 4. So when I call it using key, I should get Shiva. Yes, Shiva. I got Shiva because that's the roll number. That's the roll number of Shiva. So here I zipped roll numbers and mapped to various students in our class. So now I call a roll number key, and I got the student name. Then we will do membership. I'll just check whether key 1 is in D or not. It is there, so we got this. So with this we have seen basic operations or expressions, those are related to dictionary, and how do we interpret it and how do we call it. And now we will actually move into the Python, move into the dictionary in action. Okay, so now we will begin. So we will begin dictionary in action. So after lists, now dictionaries. Enough of discussing about the qualities of the dictionary class or object. Now we will directly enter into action sequences of the object dictionary. So the following are the maximum operations that we can do with any dictionary object in Python. We'll begin with basic operations. So basic operations are done using inbuilt len function and key membership alternate. Okay, then what we have is indexing. And now we are entering into the most useful and most thoughtful operations on dictionary is indexing. So no slicing, indexing. Now indexing is done using keys in dictionary. So I'm repeating it again. Okay. So indexing d of d of key fetches value of respective key, and you can also change entry using d of key is equals to value by reassigning the value. And we also can delete, we also can delete the, here if you see here, delete, we also can delete entry using del keyword and add new entry using new key value. Okay, and the next important thing is dictionary comprehensions. So dictionaries can also be created with dictionary comprehensions. They run implied loop, same list comprehension, they run implied loop inside the list comprehension, and similarly here they run implied loop. So collecting the key value results of expressions on each iteration and using them to fill out a new dictionary. A loop variable, it's called a loop variable. A loop variable allows the comprehension to use. So here you can see examples, plenty of examples. If you see in this, you can, whatever we have coded, we used a dict and then zip, and we made a dictionary. You can achieve the same effect with the dictionary comprehension expression by using this. We will actually code it in Jupyter notebook. You don't have to worry. Then finally, most personal and native actions or behavior of dictionary, those are also called as type specific dictionary type specific methods. These are applicable to dictionary only. So keys, to get all the keys inside the dictionary object, and to get all values inside that dictionary object. D dot items, D is in a name of object. D dot items, you'll get all the items, that means key and values paired together, key value paired together. And then copy, it will copy the whole dictionary. And then get, it will get a key. And then update, it will merge two dictionaries. And pop, again it will delete and it will show it to you, pop up. And then pop item, it will completely remove the item, it's a method remove. And then set default. So now we will jump into the our Jupyter notebook, and then we will do some hands-on on dictionaries. So let's begin with basic operations. So here the first example I have taken is extensions. Extension basically, because why I have taken dictionary to write this extensions list, because some might, for example, C language, this will have more number of extensions. So that is the reason I have taken. So let's map their extensions to the programming language. So python.py text.txt, php.php, html.html. So this is the examples. This is how we use in real world. This is how we use different types of objects for the different purposes. Okay, this is our simple dictionary. Now we'll start fetching the value using key, because now we have moved from list to the dictionaries. In list we generally use offset index position to fetch the items or objects from the list, whereas here we use key. So first I just want to get, you just tell me what's the extension that we use for the Python. So here extension dict is the name of our object, dictionary object, and extension dict of key name is Python. So let's see what we get. It is .py. Fantastic. So then another basic operation is finding length of a dict. Finding a length of a dict. For that, you just use a inbuilt length function, and you call that using open and close parenthesis, and you include the object name. That's the or extension dict. That's the object name. So we have total 4 items in it. Now key membership test attribute. So I just want to check whether a key is inside our extension dict object or not. Okay, So PHP in extension dict, it is there. We got true. And then now we will move on to the indexing operations. So here we'll begin with adding a new entry to the our extension dict list. So here, so I wanted to include C++ programming language also, and its extension. So what I did is I just used indexing method. I just use indexing only because extension dict is our dictionary object. So of key key name, that's C++ and its value is .c++. Now let's see, will it be added or not. So I'm just executing this, and I'm let me check just a minute. Yeah, so this is my new updated extension dict. So Python, text, PHP, C++. See, this C++ programming language has also been included because of that. So this is called mutable. This is mutable, but mutability through keys, not using position. Okay, fine. Then we will change entry in place, that is adding a new one. But here basically what we did, C++ has uh, plenty of extensions, out of which I just want to use .c extension only, not .c++. So that's why I just want to change the existing value of C++ key. Okay, so this is how I do. I use the name of the dictionary object and index of key, and then assign a new value to that. Let's see, let's check. Fantastic, C++ key got new value. Brilliant. This is how we do. So then we can actually delete entries. I just want to delete the C++ entry completely because there are a lot of stuff, so I just want to delete. Okay, there is it got deleted basically. So after I executing delete, it got deleted. So that's the reason. Okay, just a minute. I'll execute this one more time. Now we'll see. Okay, delete extension dict. That got it is not there in it. It got deleted. So that's the reason. Then just a minute. Then what we'll look into is dictionary comprehensions. So in dictionary comprehensions, zip, for the first one is zip together keys and values. So if you see here, the example I have taken is different Python libraries and application mapping, their application mapping for what applications we use. So numpy, pandas, requests, sqlite 3 and scipy, this is one list. And another list is matrix processing, machine learning, HTTP, database operations, and scientific computation. This is another list. So now, when I call it using a list, so here I'm chipping this. So automatically in first iteration, it maps with this, the first item in first list with the first item in the second list. Okay, and same this pandas with the machine learning. Let's execute and see. See, this is what we got. NumPy matrix processing, pandas is machine learning, requests is HTTP, SQLite database operations, SciPy is scientific computation. So that's how we do with that. That is using list. But here, if you use a dict call function, we can actually make a dictionary. You can actually map it. The same one, see here it is. NumPy is mapped with the matrix processing. Pandas key is mapped with the machine learning value. So that's how we do. Then what we'll do is we will look into the general dictionary comprehensions. General dictionary comprehensions. So here it is similar with the list comprehension. So what we'll do here x, but the only difference is there we will use a target variable and then loop variable. Loop variable are iterative variable, but here in spite of the single target variable we have to use a key and then value. So that's how I did it. X is our key and x power 2 is our value. So this is our key value pair, and we use a loop, and x is our loop variable, and then this is in membership operator, and this is our list. Now x will step into the list iterable object, and then it will map with the variable x, and then it will do this operation. So that's how a dictionary works. And we can do the same with this thing. We have a hurry, and c is a key, and c is a, here it will become a value total c. When you use this dictionary format, key and then colon and then value format, we are actually mapping key to the value. So that's how we do the dictionary comprehension here. If you go a little advanced, and so again with the open curly braces, the first one is c is a target variable, and whatever, as it is a string here, so then I applied a method lower. This will, the c dot lower will become our key, and then colon, just map this key to the value variable c, that's a c, and then concatenate with the exclamation mark string. Now for loop begin from here. C is our loop variable, in is membership and list iterable list object. Now I'll execute. So this is how we made a key value pair. This is a different ways of doing a dictionary, different ways of creating a dictionary. So now we will move on to dictionary specific methods. The first one is when you use d dot keys, it is called attribute reference, that we have discussed before only. When I use keys method, and the parenthesis is to call something. So when I use keys method, it is used a set like object providing a view on these keys. D is our dictionary that we have defined earlier, and let's see our here our our dictionary object name is Python pylib dictionary comp.keys. Let's check. Okay, so I have to execute, find out this pylib. It is here, so I'll just, it is here. Okay, that's it, the game is over. Now pylib dict comp, out of which dictionary, in this dictionary object, just fetch me the keys of it. So numpy, pandas, requests, SQLite 3 and scipy, these are the keys in it. And then out of the next one is values. D is a default dictionary object name that we have used, and values is our object dictionary method. So it is an object providing a view on these values, this dictionary's values. Now I use the same dictionary object and I called values method. Let's see. So these are the dict values: matrix processing, machine learning, HTTP, database operations, and scientific computation. These are the different values that dictionary object consists of. Okay. Now items. When I use items method, we will we are able to fetch the complete items from it. Let's check. So dict items. So dict items, and we got a tuple. This is first tuple with the first key value pair, and second tuple with the second key value pair, and third tuple with the third key value pair. Okay. Then after that items, we have copy a shallow copy of dictionary. So we copied whatever is there inside that dictionary. And then the next one is we'll use get method. So return the value for key if key is in the dictionary, else default, nothing we get. So I just want to get the value of scipy key. Let's see what will happen. So the scipy key value is mapped, the scipy key is mapped to the value of scientific computation. And then update dictionary from dict iterable enf. So here we can actually update, add, it's kind of adding, it's a growing dictionary. So this is my dictionary, existing Python lib dict, and then other one is extension dictionary. I just want to update another dictionary with this. You can see both the dictionaries got merged up. And then is pop, remove specified key and return the corresponding value. That's what the pop is. So now from this dictionary pylib dict comp, I just want to pop out the text key. When I say text key, I'll get the value of extension of that. Basically, let's see, can I find text? No, not at all. So it got removed. And then what we have is remove directly. So for remove and return a key value pair as a two tuple. So it will remove, and see I have removed this C++. And then finally insert key with a value of default if key is not in the dictionary. Return the key value if the key is in the dictionary, else default. Now let's add Java key. uh, if we don't provide a value to the Java key, then obviously it will come with a none object, a placeholder. Let's see Java none. That's what we're calling a default. So with this we are done with the dictionary basics, and then the dictionary in action. That means the all operations that we can do on dictionary. I hope you enjoyed the video thoroughly, and then so you liked it a lot, so you keep watching further other videos of mine, and then keep liking it, keep subscribing it, and keep spreading the word about my videos, so that everybody can learn and enjoy. Thanks, and thanks again. See you all in my next video.